Good afternoon. Here is Sunshine Report. I am Odunayo Sawyer. Ondo State Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa says modernization and fresh investment inflows are key to efficiency and high oil production output, assuring investors of a secure and supportive environment. Governor Aiyedatiwa, who made the remarks while playing host to the delegation of Sahara Energy in Akure, described the state peaceful and open to oil operations. The governor called for urgent action to revive a long-dormant oil asset in the state. Government House correspondent Wahab Bankole completes the story.
The delegation of Sahara Energy was led to the governor's office in Akure by its executive director, Kola Adeshina, as part of efforts to boost oil production in the Sunshine State through technical evaluation and structured recovery plans. Adeshina, who was received by Governor Aiyedatiwa, said his company is determined to unlock the oil production potential as discussions centered on reactivating an oil field that has remained inactive since 1998. According to him, the asset has not been fully utilized for the benefit of the people, noting that its prolonged inactivity represents significant untapped value.
Our population is growing significantly. Investment must outpace that population growth for us to truly see evidence of progress. At Sahara, we're just the example of what is possible and what is sustainable. We're going to do everything to ensure that peace between us and the host country.
Lucky Aiyedatiwa, who thanked the energy company for its efforts to boost oil production in the state, warned that delays in investment decisions and infrastructure gaps must be addressed if the country is to meet its crude oil production targets. Aiyedatiwa said Ondo State must take a stronger position in national oil production, stressing that its oil assets, if properly developed, could significantly boost output.
Here in Ondo State, our youth are not as restive as some other youth from other delta area. But don't take them for granted, because it's in the blood too. We only try to be civil and ensure that development comes to the area. Let's allow the people to work. By the time they work in a very peaceful atmosphere, development will come to the area. What we are looking for is development in that area. That is one part of the state that has been neglected for many years in terms of infrastructural development
and outdated systems.
Nigeria is trying to target about 2 million barrels per day, and currently we're about maybe 1.6 million or thereabout. They're hovering between 1.6 1.7, and we are envisioning or looking forward to when we hit that 2 million barrels per day. And with this production from here, at least that will move us near to it, if not up to 2 million. And the new wells that are being discovered now, if leakages are being blocked, and then management of what the production and all the way the movement of products to the point where it will be calculated, the equipment, if they kind of digitalize it, remove some human errors and all that, maybe we'll be able to hit that, and Nigeria will be better for that, and further increase our earnings. So I want to thank you for choosing Ondo State. Like there are other states that are oil producing, and where we have other wells and assets, we have chosen to come here. And I want to let you know that we're very peaceful in Ondo State. We are ready, and we welcome you warmly to Ondo State, and this government will give you support every way that you need it.
The engagement also aligns with Nigeria's broader objective of raising crude oil output from about 1.6 million barrels per day to 2 million barrels per day. Wahab Bankole, Osrc News.
And moving on to electoral matters, the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, has commenced the distribution of sensitive election materials ahead of Saturday's Ondo South Senatorial District by-election. The materials were distributed in Akure under the supervision of electoral officials, political party representatives and security agencies as part of preparations for the poll. Blessing Obe reports.
With just days to Ondo South Senatorial District by-election, the Independent National Electoral Commission has begun the distribution of sensitive election materials to the 6 local government areas participating in the exercise. The materials, which include ballot papers and result sheets, were inspected by political party agents and other stakeholders before being dispatched under strict security arrangement. Ondo State Resident Electoral Commissioner Mutiu Agboke said the distribution process demonstrates INEC's commitment to transparency and accountability.
The sensitive materials arrived yesterday. We decided to distribute today. All our electoral officers are here. All the major stakeholders are here. We are ready for the movement of these materials to the local government. So that is almost the peak of our preparation. Don't forget that from here it goes to local government. The electoral officers will now look at it and batch them. We are home and dry with the process.
Dr. Agboke disclosed that more than 600,000 registered voters are expected to participate in the election. He assured stakeholders that adequate logistics and security measures had been put in place to ensure the safe delivery of materials and the smooth conduct of the poll.
For INEC, of the standard we have given them, they are going to ensure that people's vote count. I've always said it. Nothing should determine, and nothing will determine the result INEC will announce, except the vote of the people. So these are the indices for transparency. All the stakeholders, the ISES members, they are here. CP is here. The other members of ISES, they are also here. So the collaboration is intact. Our security arrangement is such that even the movement of our material from CBN to local government is going to be well armed.
Chairman of the Inter-Party Advisory Council, IPAC in Ondo State, Alex Adeniyi, expressed satisfaction with the process, describing the open distribution of materials confidence-building measures capable of enhancing the credibility of the election.
We also the inspection ballot biodiversity and customized by each local government. So at this level we are satisfied.
Also speaking, Commissioner of Police in Ondo State, Felix Ohago, represented by the Assistant Commissioner of Police in charge of operations, Ezekiel Olawoye, said security personnel had been
According to him, both sensitive and non-sensitive materials have been deployed to the affected local government areas, while transportation and other logistical arrangements have been adequately strengthened ahead of the poll.
We have deployed all the non-sensitive materials, cubicle, mats, generators, all of them. I mean, they are already at the 6 local government affected by the election.
The resident electoral commissioner also reveals that all categories of election personnel, including ad hoc staff and supervisory officials, have been trained and are ready for deployment.
We have conducted training at local government level, but we are now at the level of those who have trained to now train another set of trainers so that everything will go across board. And of course, we have done the training for the supervisory presiding officer, the training of presiding officers, assistant presiding officer 1, 2, 3 are ongoing, and the local government.
Agboke notes that security arrangements have also been finalized, with relevant agencies working in synergy to guarantee the safety of voters as well as electoral officials and election materials throughout the exercise. He reaffirms INEC's commitment to transparency and credibility, assuring residents that every valid vote cast on election day will count. The REC therefore urges registered voters across the 6 local government areas to turn out peacefully and participate in the democratic process.
We are set for the election. Some other recs are coming to assist me oversee the performance. I've held meetings with the drivers with regards to the movement of men and materials. I've held meetings with the marine workers. You know that one of the local government is across the water. So the marine workers are going to provide us with their boat services.
As Ondo South residents prepare to head to the polls on Saturday, attention is focused on the senatorial district, where voters will determine who will represent them in the Red Chamber of the National Assembly. Adewumi Taiwo, Osrc News.
And with days to the Ondo South senatorial district by-election, political parties participating in the exercise have expressed confidence in the level of preparedness ahead of Saturday's poll. Blessing Obe spoke with representatives of the 4 political parties and reports on their readiness ahead of the election.
The Ondo South Senatorial District by-election, scheduled for Saturday, June 20, will feature 4 political parties and their candidates. The parties are the All Progressives Congress, Allied People's Movement, Action People's Party, and Boots Party. The by-election became necessary following the appointment of former Senator Jimoh Ibrahim as Nigerian's permanent representative to the United Nations, creating a vacancy in the district's representation at the National Assembly's Red Chamber. Representatives of APC and Boots Party said they have concluded arrangements for the poll and are optimistic of victory.
We have put everything in top gear and we have prepared fully for the election. The party agents, the party officials and other things, we have prepared them and they are ready for the election. So everything has been put in order for that election.
So at this level we are satisfied, and I think INEC is more serious than ever before. I want to give it to them that if it goes this way, then we should be expecting a fair, credible election.
Similarly, officials of Allied People's Movement and the Action People's Party highlighted effort to mobilize voters and express confidence in the electoral process.
We are fully on ground. We are prepared, and by the special grace of God, we are going to be victorious. We have made house-to-house contacts. We have mobilized ourselves, and we are fully on ground in the 6 affected local government where the by-election is going to be conducted.
At Ibaradi, at the very campaign, last 2 weeks.
Meanwhile, election observers and stakeholders are calling on political parties and their supporters to shun vote buying, violence, and other actions capable of undermining the credibility of the election. The election will be conducted across the 6 local government areas of the district, with more than 600,000 registered voters expected to participate.
In other news, giving back to society through meaningful and impactful projects remains one of the core objectives of Rotary Club International members. In line with this commitment, the Rotary Club of Akure Prestige, under its 2025-2026 Star Club project, has completed the renovation of Block A of the Boys' Hostel at School for the Hearing Impaired, Akure. Abidemi Akirotoyi reports.
The Rotary Club of Akure Prestige had earlier visited school for the hearing impaired Akure in July last year, where it donated a grounding machine to address one of the institution's immediate needs. Following the visit, members of the club conducted an assessment of facilities within the school and discovered several structures in a state of disrepair, requiring urgent interventions. Determined to improve the welfare of the students, the club adopted the renovation of Block A of the boys' hostel as its major intervention projects. The initiative has now culminated in the commissioning of a fully renovated hostel, providing a safer, more comfortable and conducive living environment for students with hearing impairment. Speaking at the event, President of the Rotary Club of Akure Prestige, Dauda Ajibade, described the renovation as signature project for the year and a reflection of the club's commitment to making a lasting impact in the lives of vulnerable children.
Where there is a will, there is a way. Of course, you know that Rotary it's built to execute its project. It depends largely on the donations from members and many members of the society. So, of course, we try how we could. Right from the information that took place last year, in July 17th, to precise, we started, gathering some amount of money to be able to, meet the cost challenges of this edifice. And I think we decided, having gotten something stable about 2 months ago, that we should start something here. And that was one of the options, and today the rest is.
Representing Professor Igbekele Ajibefun, the Ondo State Commissioner for Education, Science and Technology, Olu Obajulaye, commended the Rotary Club for the initiative, describing it a significant contribution to the welfare and educational advancement of the students.
They have been doing what they know how to do better, as the message of the Commissioner is for them to still continue to do the good work they are known for, and we long to strengthen them. We really appreciate their genuine commitment, to the welfare of learners, particularly those with disabilities.
In appreciation, the students entertained guests with a novelty football match and cultural performance, showcasing their talents, reinforcing the message that disability is not inability. The project director and supervising engineer also highlighted the transformation process, explaining how the hostel was renovated from a dilapidated structure into a modern and comfortable facility.
This project, I must tell you, is without any aid from government or agency or any organization or via through any loan.
We'll be able to give them something that is what they do. For that, I'm very, very happy.
Rotarians at the event, including the immediate past president, Victor Adegoke, urged the school management and students to ensure proper maintenance of the facility to preserve its value for future generations.
This project was conceived during my tenure as president. While I was preparing the president, it was the income to come to actualization.
The principal of the school expressed gratitude to the Rotary Club of Akure Prestige for its continued support and assured stakeholders that the renovated hostel would be properly maintained for the benefit of the students.
It is truly commendable. We are particularly grateful to the President, members and partners of Rotary Club for choosing our school as a beneficiary of this noble gesture. We pray the organization will continue to grow from strength to strength and touch many more lives within and beyond our community.
The project once again underscores the importance of collaboration in community development, with stakeholders emphasizing that government alone cannot. Through strategic partnerships and humanitarian service, lives can be transformed, communities strengthened, and hope restored to those who need it most. Abidemi Akinrotoye, Osrc News.